Zcash is a cryptocurrency designed to provide strong privacy and fungibility while maintaining a decentralized and secure payment system. The Zcash Whitepaper, published in 2014 under the title Zerocash, Decentralized Anonymous Payments from Bitcoin, introduces an extension of Bitcoin's basic model using advanced cryptography to achieve privacy-preserving transactions. Where Bitcoin provides pseudonymity, meaning that transactions are publicly visible on the blockchain but associated only with addresses, Zcash aims for full anonymity by hiding both transaction amounts and the identities of senders and recipients. The white paper argues that for a digital currency to be truly fungible and to provide financial privacy, it must protect this information from public view while still ensuring validity and security. The key innovation in Zcash is the use of zero-knowledge proofs, specifically zk-SNARKs, which stands for Zero-Knowledge Succinct Non-Interactive Argument of Knowledge. A zero-knowledge proof is a cryptographic method by which one party can prove to another that a statement is true without revealing any information beyond the validity of the statement itself. In the context of Zcash, zk-SNARKs allow a transaction to be verified as valid, meaning that the sender owns the inputs, the total inputs equal the outputs, and no double spending occurs, without revealing who sent it, who received it, or the amount transferred. This is a major advance over Bitcoin, where all transactions and amounts are permanently public. The white paper highlights that Bitcoin's transparency has benefits but also serious drawbacks. Because every transaction is recorded on the blockchain, anyone can trace funds, build transaction graphs, and potentially link addresses to real identities. This lack of privacy makes Bitcoin less fungible. Coins can be tainted by association with illegal activity or blacklisted by exchanges and institutions. Zcash addresses this by making every coin identical and untraceable. Privacy is not an optional add-on but a fundamental feature. However, the system still allows for transparent transactions when desired, meaning Zcash supports both private and public transaction modes. The technical core of Zcash is the shielded transaction. In a shielded transaction, the sender uses a zk-SNARK to prove the validity of the transfer. The proof ensures that the inputs are valid and unspent, that the amounts balance, and that the spender is authorized. The actual values and addresses are encrypted and never revealed publicly. Nodes in the network verify only the zero-knowledge proof and update the ledger accordingly. This preserves the integrity of the blockchain without leaking sensitive information. To support this, Zcash introduces special cryptographic structures such as commitment schemes and Merkle trees to represent coin states and ensure that double spending cannot occur. One of the challenges addressed in the white paper is efficiency. Zero-knowledge proofs can be computationally expensive. Zcash's zk-SNARKs are designed to be succinct, meaning that the proofs are small and quick to verify. While generating a proof can take significant computation, verifying it is fast, making it practical for inclusion in every block. This efficiency was essential for Zcash to function as a global decentralized system rather than an academic prototype. Another challenge is trust in the setup phase. zk-SNARKs require an initial set of public parameters generated through a secure multi-party computation ceremony. If the private randomness used in this setup were compromised, an attacker could create counterfeit coins undetectably. The white paper acknowledges this trust assumption and emphasizes the importance of securely generating and discarding this initial randomness. Later work in the Zcash community sought to mitigate this risk through multi-party ceremonies involving many participants and more advanced cryptographic techniques that reduce trust assumptions. The white paper also considers performance and scalability. Zcash transactions are larger and more computationally demanding than Bitcoin transactions, especially in the early implementations. Nevertheless, the authors argue that privacy is worth the trade-off, and that ongoing cryptographic research will continue to improve efficiency. Indeed, later innovations such as Halo and recursive SNARKs built on this foundation to reduce the reliance on trusted setups and make proofs more scalable. Zcash's economic model mirrors Bitcoin in many respects. The supply is capped at 21 million coins, block rewards halve over time, and mining initially used proof-of-work consensus. Like Bitcoin, Zcash relies on miners to secure the network by expending computational power to solve cryptographic puzzles. However, Zcash differs by embedding the zero-knowledge proof system into the transaction validation process, adding an extra cryptographic layer to each block. The white paper outlines how miners can verify shielded transactions efficiently without needing to see amounts or addresses. The privacy features of Zcash introduce important social and regulatory considerations. On one hand, privacy preserves individual freedom, protects against surveillance, and ensures fungibility. On the other hand, it raises concerns for regulators worried about illicit use. The white paper frames Zcash as a neutral technology, a tool that can protect legitimate privacy in the digital age, much like encryption does for communications. It argues that financial privacy is a basic right and that blockchain technology must support it. In practice, Zcash supports two types of addresses: transparent addresses, similar to Bitcoin's, and shielded addresses, which use zero-knowledge proofs. Users can choose whether to transact publicly or privately. This dual model balances transparency and privacy, allowing selective disclosure when necessary while still enabling private transfers. The white paper emphasizes that this flexibility makes Zcash versatile and adaptable for real-world use cases. In summary, the Zcash white paper introduces a cryptocurrency that advances beyond Bitcoin by integrating cutting-edge cryptography to achieve privacy-preserving transactions. By using zk-SNARKs, Zcash enables shielded transfers that hide sender, recipient, and amount while still ensuring validity and security. This design enhances fungibility, protects user privacy, and sets the foundation for further innovation in zero-knowledge cryptography. Zcash demonstrates that privacy and decentralization can coexist, offering a blueprint for the future of anonymous digital cash. For more insights on Zcash, zero-knowledge proofs, and privacy-preserving blockchains, remember to like, subscribe, and keep learning, here at Crypto in Black and White.